Plaintiff Kiana Kiki Graham was born a boy, but she had a sex change operation because she never felt like a male growing up. Kiana works in a hair salon, and the defendant is a client at the salon. And Kiana's suing because she claims the defendant posted a picture of her online and exposed her sexuality. Defendant Norma Pinckney Fenwick insists Kiana never had a sex change operation, and she's nothing but a drama queen at the salon. Norma insists she posted the picture as a joke, and she's countersuing for harassment.
Start with you.
Hi, I'm Kiana. I'm glad to be in your courtroom. I watch your TV show every day.
Thank you.
I'm 31 years old. I'm a transsexual. I've been living my life as a transsexual for 16 years.
Okay. Transsexual, is that you've had a gender change?
Yes.
I get a little mixed up sometimes. What's the difference between transsexual and transgender?
Transgender can mean the same thing, or transgender can also mean that you just live your life as a transsexual. Or
but haven't had a operational transition.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right.
So, as a boy growing up, I never felt as if I was a young boy that played with toys, boy toys, or shot basketball hoops, or played football, or anything. My life was really rough.
Were you attracted to the opposite sex or same sex?
Same sex.
Mm-hmm. How old?
Anywhere from 9 on up to...
Yeah, I like to delve into that type of stuff because studies indicate, and I'm convinced based on personal observation as well as studies, that sexuality is biological. A lot of people say that homosexuality is environmental, and it happens because a person has sex with another person and they like it. So that, well, 9 years old, you haven't done anything. Yeah. You have that feeling within you.
Yeah.
So, all right, just like to educate the public because we got so much discrimination in that area. And so that's why you had your gender change, because you always felt you were a female in a male's body. What were you trying to interrupt and say?
Your Honor, honestly, she still has all her.
What does that have to do with what I'm talking about?
What I'm saying is,
what you have?
I got.
I don't know what you got. Let me get back to her. Talk about her female parts.
Thank you. Miss Hateration.
Okay.
Matter of fact, how you know she really
don't even know.
I apologize. I do. You're right. You got me. No problem. But
it just dawned on me that you have to have a little insight.
I apologize.
Nonetheless, tell me your association with the defendant before we get to your defamation claim and your emotional.
She's a client in the salon that I work in.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And how long have you known her?
Approximately a year.
Been friends for a year or friendly?
No, I'm actually associates with her daughter. Her daughter used to work in the hair salon.
How long have you known her daughter?
I've worked in a hair salon anywhere from 2.5 years to 3. I've known her daughter about that much.
All right, let me allow her to give some background and then we'll get back to your claim.
Okay.
Go ahead without insulting anyone.
Your Honor,
yes.
Kiki is a drama queen. When I say drama queen, I mean drama queen. She's flamboyant, walks around talking about, oh, Miss Mary here, I'm on my period, I'm pregnant, I'm this and that. How many women really want to hear that, honestly? But then as soon as a man walks in the shop, it's, oh, Bernice. Bernice is saying that there's a man in the house.
That's what that means?
That's what they say.
At the hair salon?
Yeah.
It's only between other ladies in the shop.
Yeah, I know. Is that the height of the day at the beauty salon, man? When a man walks through the door? Go ahead. That's the highlight of the day, huh?
Your Honor, she's being very calm right now. Honestly, it's always this, that, and and in every.
So how does that bother you?
It bothers me to a degree because I am a woman, 100%, and I do get a period, and I can have a baby.
That's hateration.
You don't need to be.
You know what I'm saying? It's not hateration. My thing is, a real woman.
Ma'am, that's enough.
I can't say that.
I
won't say that ever.
I'm not going to let you refer to her sexuality, her sexual orientation. I'm just not going to let you do that. In terms of making a distinction that perhaps indicates you're more of whatever than she is. Because you're essentially putting yourself above someone else based on gender or sexual orientation, which in my opinion leads to discrimination.
Thank you.
Which discrimination leads to violence.
True. Speaking of violence, Your Honor, threatening me, tell me she's gonna get her sister to beat me up. My sister gonna do this, my sister gonna do that.
What's she gonna get her sister on you for?
For taking her picture. For taking her picture. I'm gonna get my sister. What I said, like I said, she's the biggest drama queen.
You tell me why you're suing her, ma'am.
She's lying.
What's the defamation?
First of all, April the 7th, Norma was in there getting her hair done. I had fell asleep in the shop, and when I had woke, she showed me the picture of her taking a picture of me on her phone. I thought it was a joke, so I went on about my day. The next day,
she's lying,
which
Your
was
Honor.
Friday, and that was April the 8th, I got a phone call from a relative.
She's lying.
And they called me and said, Kiki, do you know that you're all over Facebook? And I looked on the picture, and clear as day, it had me on the picture. I have the picture. She took the picture and said, or under the comment, she said, is this posted boy or girl? 3% F. So I said 3% F. What is a 3% F, female or the gay term which was used to be as?
You didn't give her permission, obviously,
right,
to put your picture, your private picture on the internet. You're calling it defamation. It's a little different than that. It appears to be invasion of privacy. It appears to be a public disclosure of private information. What defense do you have, ma'am, for
Your
doing
Honor,
this? Yeah.
Honestly, I want my witness to tell exactly what happened that day.
State your name.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Johnson.
What do you want to tell me?
I work with Kiana. We work in the same beauty salon. And for us to be right here is like a joke to me because we always joking in the shop. It's a joke thing. To go this far is like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
To go how far?
To come on Judge Mathis show.
Now, what about putting it on the international outlet? Yes.
To a degree. I understand where you're coming from, but
Let her finish.
we play games. And
we don't play games.
Listen,
That's a lie.
Your Honor, she says things to me, she do things to me, play games, and I apologize for it. I honestly did. I honestly did.
She did.
But the first thing out of her mouth when she woke up was this. Ooh, female dog, I'm suing you. You're gonna be broke. I'm gonna take your barbershop. I'm gonna take your house. I'm gonna do all that. I said, Kiki, I apologize. I really do, and I'll take it down. No, don't take it down. And just kept going at me one way or the other. I was wrong. I do. You know what I'm saying? And I did apologize.
You probably did it not knowing the consequences.
Understand?
Not knowing what you were doing.
And then we taking it to another level. Correct. She's going around telling everybody, I'm this, I'm that. I got clients that won't come
Well, before you talk about how I damage your clients, you got a lot of nerve.
Thank you.
She may not have wanted everyone to know of her previous sexual orientation or gender. And so some who may have discovered it only after you put it on there, it may have harmed her relationship with them. People can play pranks. I just want everybody to know. Right. You can pull a prank off on someone. You can even do things that aren't right. But in order to get a judgment, you have to prove that I've been damaged. So how have you been damaged?
Two things. I had a gentleman for an incident couple of weeks ago. He said to me, if I was still homophobic, I would have killed you. And he said a cuss word. Prior to that, I have a client. She was a pastor. She said, I saw what was going on Facebook, and you know what type of woman that I am and what position that I hold in the church. I can't come back to you, and I can't be around that.
Can she be around fornicators? See, I would get you about a bunch of your members in there with each other not married. That's called fornication. The Bible says fornication is a sin. I'm sorry, I got off track. But nonetheless, it just bothers me. I don't care who it is that discriminates against folks for their sexual orientation. They're not God. What's your counterclaim for harassment, ma'am?
For harassment, because I'm getting phone calls from people.
Saying what?
Call me a homophobic, and I got I'm losing clients.
Because of what?
I'm a barber.
Because of something you did.
Yeah, because it's something I did. But Your Honor, like I said, Kiki, let me tell you what she do. Let me tell you this. She preys on little young boys.
Oh.
On little
That's
young
a
boys.
lie.
And she says it on a regular basis.
What's mine? How old, ma'am?
She said her youngest.
All y'all are cougars. Half of y'all are cougars out there.
Yeah, I am a cougar. I'm 45.
Yeah,
I'm
you
45.
like you're a young boy.
No, my husband is actually older than me.
All right, well, if he run off, you're going to get you a young boy.
I don't like them. But anyway, honestly, you're a nice-looking guy. You more my stilo than anybody. And I'm not kidding. Will y'all tell him? But honestly, the oldest guy she's ever dated was a 20-year-old, and we'll say that in front of everybody.
Right on. She's a 20-year-old young man.
16, 17-year-old boys.
No, that's illegal. If they're minors, I'm not with it.
Look at me, New York. I mean, are you serious?
About what?
Are you serious?
About what? That you're a clown?
I'm a clown. There you go again.
There you go again. I told you about that name call. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
I can't grant you a judgment for harassment because you caused the consequences yourself. Your counterclaim is dismissed, and yours is granted, your claim, because I do believe she caused you significant damage because she disclosed.
She didn't have no clients anyway.
No to
clients.
Others. Have a good day.
Little boys though, New York. I mean, are you serious?
Yes, you do. You gotta set a down there though. You gotta set it though. You're a boy.
You look like you gotta set it though.
I'm a woman.
For real though, are you?
She's a jealous girl. You can't bear babies.
I still look like a woman more than you do.
You can't bear babies or you can't get a period. That's what your problem is. I want you to. I'm glad you won. Now you won't be homeless.
I'm still fabulous.
You somebody now. What are you gonna be tomorrow? Nothing.